Hey, I'm Alex Ratcliffe from Board Game Co., and this is Board Game Upgrades and Deluxifications, our monthly video going over various upgrades and inserts and coins and all those types of things, and make sure to stick around for this one, because there's another giveaway. As usual, regular reminder for any giveaways that please do not reply to any spam comments whatsoever who are trying to ask you for money in the comments to have to send you stuff or whatever it is. There's no money or conversations or anything. We'll talk more about the giveaway later, but regular reminder, ignore the spam bots and only actually engage with alex@boardgameco.com. That's the only email. There'll be no Telegram, no WhatsApp, no none of those things. But with that, let's go ahead and dive into this video. And starting off the bat with the fact that this video series is sponsored by Top Shelf Gamer. They are the regular sponsor of the Board Game Upgrades and Deluxification series, and they go ahead if you want to check them out. They have a whole bunch of inserts and coins and sleeves and any number of different things. There's a link down below as well as a coupon code for a discount, and regular reminder that anything you purchase does result in a bit of a commission thing to me, so keep that in mind. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into it, starting off the bat with I never know where to go when I start these off. Let's start with Ruthless, small and to the point, just a bunch of coins, actually from Top Shelf Gamer. Ruthless, a fantastic game that I need to play more of. This is from Roland McDonald, art and game by Roland McDonald, and this is a fantastic poker deck building experience that I really enjoy, and in this case, I've upgraded with, well, lack of insert in order to store the expansion and the base game box together, but besides for that, we do have a bunch of metal coins. This game has a bunch of priority coins. In fact, let's show you the coins that they have, and show you the priority coins I've replaced them with, because I still have the original coins, haven't yet thrown them out just yet. I usually do, I just like to give it a little bit of time. But here's an example of some of the coins we have in the set over here, and then there's some of the example of the coins I've upgraded them with. You'll see that there's a marked difference in improvement over here, as I go ahead and grab these coins over here, these pirate adjacent coins, and you'll see they are very pirate adjacent. They even have the same design on them. These are not specifically for Ruthless, but they work well as far as pirate coins go. We have these coins over here. These are the coins you can see, just a pile full of coins, way more than you actually need in Ruthless. I just really like Ruthless, and I want to upgrade the coins. And then we have coins over here, as far as what you have for the various options. So we have these coins, and more specifically, if we look at them, you can even see how they actually have the same rough design going on in these ones. So if we can see, if we can get the camera to focus over here, you see how we have that little square, that little cross symbol. They very much are leaning to the same design over here as far as the piratiness of them. They work very nicely. This is just a significant upgrade. This game uses few enough coins. I'll probably just count all of these as one for simplicity's sake, but you can count them as what you want. These are from Top Shelf Gamer. They generally have a lot of different coins available to buy in a lot of different sets. I've shown them in different videos. Unfortunately, some of my favorite ones right now are the ones that go well with Foundations of Rome, and those ones, unfortunately, they are out of stock on. I covered that in a previous video. I hope they'll get them back because it's a fantastic upgrade to the Foundations of Rome coins. But that is Ruthless. Let's go ahead and put these back in the bag over here. Let's get this all stored away. I still need another little bag over here to make sure everything's stored nicely. But that's Ruthless, the upgraded metal coins for them, and how it all works together. This, by the way, fantastic game. I really do recommend it with the expansion specifically, but even without the... That's not true. I shouldn't say without the expansion. I think with the expansion specifically, this is a great game. With that, let's go ahead to our actual sponsor this week. Video not sponsor. Top Shelf Games is the sponsor. Our giveaway this video is going to be Mythic Mischief, not Mythic Mischief. The giveaway is going to be Moonrakers along with a Shards pack. So this is the Kickstarter version of Moonrakers. This is from IV Games. IV Games is giving this thingy to the giveaway, so it's not coming from my own wallet. Sometimes when I do giveaways, or I'd say most of the time when I do giveaways, it's coming from my own wallet, my own games that I have in my collection, all that stuff. But this is one of those that is from IV Games. They're going to go ahead, and this is not specifically for this video. I'm just talking about Mythic Mischief, and I figured they gave me a few copies of this to give away at different points, so there are a few copies that will slowly be given away. But Moonrakers Kickstarter edition and the Shards expansion, if you want that, just comment anywhere with the word Mythic down below. And with that, we have Mythic Mischief. This is their deluxe big box version of Mythic Mischief from the Kickstarter. I only just got this today, and I was like, do I do a full unboxing? No, I don't. I already did an unboxing for them way back in the day. Broke a few miniatures, which is fine, because I don't mind breaking a few miniatures. It's a prototype miniatures. But this is, I went to the extent of actually opening this up, but that's as far as it went. This will put off to the side over here. But this is Mythic Mischief. This is their big box version of Mythic Mischief with all the stuff inside, including the playmats, which I'm a little annoyed by. These playmats over here, they're great playmats, but they also are just long enough that I kind of have to choose between keeping them outside of the box or having them a little bit cramped. And I'm definitely choosing the little bit cramped option because storing playmats outside the box is annoying. I wish this had been like a drop shorter. I'm sure you can actually cut it shorter. There's enough wiggle room over here. You can probably cut it if you had a precision enough tool. I don't, so I'm just going to stuff it in there and have it work. But these are playmats, which is nice. I like playmats. I just don't like the storage option of playmats. Honestly, if I get rid of the boards, I can probably fit them in the box even more. But over here we have Mythic Mischief. This is the deluxe version of Mythic Mischief with all the stuff in a single box, the big box version, so you can play Blitz mode and everything with 4 players and all that, the various expansion and all that things. This is just a deluxe version of a game. This is not, there's no upgrade here specifically, past the fact that we just have a ton of little factions in here. Everything nicely stored in their little, like, you know, trays over here. I haven't even opened the trays. You can see it over here. I haven't even opened the cubes. Haven't even properly sorted anything. It's all there. It's all accessible, all in their own individual trays. This is just Mythic Mischief, a game that I really enjoy. I really solidly enjoy Mythic Mischief. We're gonna take these out over here, throw these little things on the back, on the store, on the floor behind me, as I put the Tomb Keepers over here. This one I just saw they just did a review on Dice Tower. I believe, I don't remember exactly what the ratings were. I believe it got like a 7.5, 2 8s, and an 8.5, maybe. I think that's the rating. That was roughly in my head. Maybe it was a 7 and 8. I don't remember exactly. I know Mike Delisio gave it an 8.5. I know that because Mike and I, whenever there's a difference of opinion of rating scales on the Dice Tower crew, I find I most align with Mike. They're all good. They're all amazing people. But yeah. That was a bit too much coffee and a bit too hot. But either way, this is Mythic Mischief. Got all the dice, the trays and all that stuff. I still need to sort this away. But this is the deluxe version of Mythic Mischief, in case you're interested in this game. It's a fantastic game. I highly recommend it. I've been highly recommending it since I first played it, and that's not going to change anytime soon, because, like I said already, this is a fantastic game. I really enjoy this one, and recommend it to anyone who I possibly can tell how good a game it is. And from there, let's put this all away over here. This is slightly overlays like that. This slightly overlays like that. These mats slightly, you can see over here how I kind of have to just literally just have them fold up, which is not the end of the world. It's just slightly irritating as far as these things go. It just means the mat will have some degree of bend in it over time, but that's Mythic Mischief over here. And again, reminder for Moonrakers, go ahead and just comment down below with, what was the word I said? Mythic, I believe I said, and we'll figure all that out there. And details for the giveaway in the description down below. Generally for international, it's too hard to send games internationally. It costs like 80 bucks. I usually just give some sort of, like, you know, credit, literally. Like, I'll be like, hey, here's some cash if you're international. We'll figure out those details down below. In any case, that's going to be those 2 over here, which means you have 3 more to go. We have Arc Nova, we have Dice Throne Adventures, and we have Forbidden Stars. Let's go with, and Dice Throne Adventures is more Dice Throne in general. Let's go with Arc Nova. Arc Nova. So Arc Nova is going to be my next one over here, and this is going to be a custom insert for Arc Nova. This is a custom insert from someone over on Etsy. I've shown his inserts before. He did the insert for Anno 1800, which I still use and love to this day, but he has a custom insert for Arc Nova. Again, you can check this out on Etsy. I'll have all that linked down below. But here we go. We have this insert over here with all the various component trays and all the things. I have not properly sorted these. These should be properly sorted, like they have different sizes and things. I'll go through that process later, putting like the 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. I should be doing that. I'll do it later. I'm not going to do it right now. But either way, past this single little tray over here, I'll sort that out. We have every single thing stored nicely over here. We have our coffee cup, our little tokens, our various things over here. These over here, each sorted by their various colors as we go through that. All sorting nicely over here. We have the individual player trays with all the things just put off to the side over here. We have this tray down over here, this tray down over here. You can see again how nicely everything just fits in here. These all just putting nicely on your table for whatever degree you need. These individual player trays are going to be the things you can pull out for an individual player. Just having their pre-starter cards over here, and then the actual trays, everything nicely stored. And yes, I will be sleeving this game. I have just not done so yet. But individual trays over here, individual card components in case you want all those. You want to pull them out, you want to set them aside, however you want that. This just has everything nicely, beautifully set aside for you. Again, this is for Arc Nova. The guy does, I think it's like the malted meeple or something to do with meeple something or other. Don't remember the exact name, but that'll be linked down below. In case you're looking for a insert option for Arc Nova, this is a very solid one as far as things go. And yes, for those interested, I will have an Arc Nova review at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I need to play it more, and I just, it's the problem with heavy Euros in general, where I always want to cover them, but I find heavy Euros need more plays and more time, more just time. Like, some games you can play for, I don't know, 6 collective hours of gameplay and be able to have a review easily enough. Other games like Arc Nova, you probably need a good 10 hours of gameplay in before you can properly review it, and even then there'll be people who rightfully say, but no, there's still more depth and nuance and all those things you should look into. I'll review it soon enough. I just need to play it a few more times, and that will happen at some point. And then I'll review it when it's 2 years too late for it to actually matter, but hey, someone will get a kick out of it. Also, they have an expansion coming. Do you know about the expansion they have coming? So that's relevant, I guess. I could review this in time for the expansion to get people all hyped and buzzed, because this, as like the 7th highest game on Board Game Geek, is clearly not high enough. I'm shocked it's that high. As a spoiler to my review, I like the game. I'm shocked it's that high. In any case, we have some upgraded tokens over here, and we have one more insert for Forbidden Stars. Forbidden Stars being an incredibly hard to get out of print game that at least you can get an insert for it. That's available. But in any case, over here we have tokens for Dice Throne Season 1 and Season 2. You can use them for adventures, you can use them for whatever you want over there. I'll show you what I have and how this plays out, and you could decide how you're going to, well, I'll show you. You'll see stuff. Because we have some of the unpunched tokens from the game over here. I'm just going to compare and contrast what the options on the table are, so you can get a sense if I can find the tokens over here. Give me a tray. Give me a tray of tokens. Here we go. Here we go. We got a tray of tokens. I'll show you all the stuff we have, so you can compare and contrast between the upgraded Board Game Geek acrylic tokens. Are they acrylic? I assume they're acrylic. It says bit tokens upgrade your set, but we'll show you how this works either way. Let's put these off to the side. Some more of these on the floor. Don't stab me with your staples, please. They're just going to stab me with their staples. I just know it. So, over here, we have a whole bunch of just tokens over here. We got all the tokens over here, which are all in plastic baggies because I have not bothered to sort them. I started the process of sorting them and then kind of realized that if I do so, it's actually going to cause me more of a headache to try to figure out how to sort everything out because I have Season 1, I have Season 2. But let's go ahead and just show you a sampling of what these tokens are like between the different types over here. So, for example, we have these tokens over here. We just have a few tokens as far as these, you know, acrylic-y tokens over here. I don't know what the material is, but their acrylic-y is the official terminology I'm going to use. And then we have their cardboard counterparts. So we see over here, you can see we have cardboard and acrylic-y. And in terms of doing a one-to-one comparison of them, if we have these like so, we'll focus, there we go. So you can see over here, one's acrylic, one's cardboard, roughly the same thickness, which is actually important because they fit nicely in the Dice Throne Adventures tray. But then over here, just the feel, one feels like a cardboard punch-out, and one feels like an acrylic upgrade. Do you need these? No, not in the slightest, but most of these things you don't need. They're all about quality of life aspects, and they are nice to have. They are very nice, very premium. If you like your Dice Thrones, whether Dice Thrones or Adventures, whether Dice Thrones Season 1, Season 2, these specifically are the Season 1 and Season 2 bags. But they'll give you an extra degree of premiumness attached to them. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how it incorporates with Adventures. The downside of Adventures has its own whole new punchboard set, and I have to figure out whether I have to buy a full replacement for Dice Throne Adventures, or whether I can kind of get away with just using the tokens from Season 1 and Season 2, and I haven't gotten that far. But just understand that if you do get these, technically speaking, these over here are rated as Season 1 and Season 2 acrylic upgrades, and they're nice. They are very nice. Let's go ahead and throw out a few of these, more of these, because some of them are nicer than others, some of them are chunkier than others, a little bit more going on. I'm just going to throw these all out into a giant pool over here. They're just, I mean, I'll figure out the sorting part later. I'm not overly worried about it. Just once you're actually putting them into the individual trays, then showing you everything would be a bit of a hassle because there's so much going on here. These are just going to be plastic baggies. If they're plastic baggies, we'll clean all that up later. Sorry for the mess over here. But yeah, I just did a Dice Throne unboxing over my channel the other day. You can check that out. These are the upgraded tokens for it to premiumify your experience with all these nice little tokens in all these nice little ways. There's a lot of tokens. There's Season 1 and Season 2. I'll have to clean this all up later. Let's go ahead and call that a day as far as the tokens over here, and just go ahead and show you what we got. Just tokens and tokens and tokens and tokens of the various types as we figure out how to just deal with tokens. Token goodness. These are just acrylic-y tokens in various different colors and things and all the stuff that you need for the characters. I want a Marvel set for this, and I want a Dice Throne Adventure set so I can actually properly deal with all this as opposed to just the mess it will otherwise be. That's Dice Throne. Dice Throne tokens. You can find these over on the Board Game Geek store for context, by the way. Ooh, these are the bullet tokens. I like these. These are the bullet tokens for the Gunslinger. Those are nice. I mean, they're in the bag right now. They just look like tokens, but they feel nice. But yeah, these are upgrades for Dice Throne Adventures. That's not true. Upgrades for Dice Thrones and Dice Throne Season 1 and Season 2. And you can find these over on the Board Game Geek store. But yeah, I'll throw a link to that down below, as with everything else. Which brings us, lastly, to Forbidden Stars. Forbidden Stars is going to be the last one we have over here. This one is going to be a regular thing I do on this channel, which is, again, something you can find over at Top Shelf Gamer, probably. They have folded space inserts. Now, whether they have the Forbidden Stars folded space insert, I don't know. Their stock goes in and out at any given point. But this is Forbidden Stars, all upgraded with, well, first of all, we got laminated player sheets over here, because that happened over there. But then separately, we have all the rules, and then all the insert stuff over here. This is your Forbidden Stars folded space insert. These over here are just taking up space in the box to make sure everything's nice and neat, because there's no expansion, unless you get the fan-made expansion. But we have these over here as far as these over here. We have these tokens over here. We have these tokens over here. Just all these things. Again, they nicely storing all the buildings you need. Everything nicely accessible. We have our specific map tiles, which fit beautifully into that little divot over there. And then we have the various factions. And the way this is sorted is we have our faction. I need to actually change the way this is sorted, a drop. You'll see what I mean in a second. But over here we have cards and tokens for each faction, and you can pull them out. And underneath that, you then have, this is where the part where I messed up the sorting of it. Really, realistically speaking, I should have all the green in this one, but I kind of changed the way those are sorted so that they kind of have, you'll see in a second as we go through this over here. We pull all these out, you can see that they are sorted by lanes of color instead of boxes of color, and they should totally be sorted by boxes of color. I have not properly done so just yet. In fact, more than that, I need to dump some of these in here because these go in some of those containers over there. But anyways, that's basically what's going on over here. You want these individually to be each faction, as opposed to right now this is a mix of 2 different factions, which is a little weird, but I'll change that properly later. But then past that, you have your cards, your tokens, all these things over here beautifully, so you can just pull out any individual faction as you need them, and then this is off to the side. Makes the whole setup and tear down of this significantly easier than just a bunch of plastic bags, or alternatively, the Fantasy Flight insert, which is abysmal, as most Fantasy Flight inserts tend to be. Put these all back nicely. Over here we grab this and put this back here. And again, if you have Forbidden Stars and you don't have the expansion and you need to fit this all in here, then that should work nicely. If you do have the expansion, I have no idea. These are literally just space savers over here. They're just empty little tins that take up space in the box to make it all work. I don't know how the expansion would modulate around that and whether that would work or be a mess or be a pain. I don't know because I don't have the fan-made expansion, because it's not like I'm playing Forbidden Stars enough to try to hunt down the fan-made expansion. It's one of those rare times where I actually have a degree of self-control that for right now will last. And that is what we have for Forbidden Stars, and that's what we have over here. That is our roundup for today. This is not closing. Close. There we go. The air pocket's closed out over there. That's what we have for today. A fairly quick video, all things considered. We have 5 games as we usually aim for around 5 in the series. We have some upgraded Dice Stone tokens. We have an insert for Arc Nova, an insert for Forbidden Stars, some metal coins for Ruthless, and then just the general nature of Mythic Mischief just being an inherently deluxified game. And then of course we have a giveaway for Moonrakers and the Shards expansion. Reminder to comment Mythic down below for that. Mythic, not Moonrakers, Mythic, because we're talking about Mythic Mischief over here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.